All right, here we go. Shucheng Chao with a thrilling finish over Stan Tourangeau. Eliminating Stan from the tournament. He's got to be really getting that. Adrenaline's got to be really pumping because he was down 6-1 against Stan Tourangeau. Comes back and wins 6 straight racks. Closes it out with a hill break and run to get it done. Shucheng Chao rocking his Ox Billiards shirt. Shout out to Ox Billiards. Downtown Seattle. Fantastic venue with beautiful Rossin tables and star snooker tables. They even have a Joy Chinese 8-ball table in there. You ever get out to Seattle, you got to check out Ox Billiards. And here we go. Ben Kleinfelter, a 665. Shucheng just getting to that 650 mark. I would say every time I look at Shucheng's Fargo, it's higher than it was the last time I looked. Just continues to get better and better. Almost gets the 1 ball on the side. That was his goal, I believe. Comes up dry with a dressed up 1 ball for Ben. I would still call that a very good break, even though nothing went in. It was a good action as far as what he wanted to do with the cue ball and the 1 ball just a little off the mark. And Ben Kleinfelter coming in from Toledo, Ohio. This is my first time watching this player. Not sure if that 2 plays by the 3, but based on his position, it must. It looks like it's got a half a pocket, though, if that. He's got to come to the outside edge of this pocket. Yeah, that was real touchy. He literally had just enough room to pocket the ball. Shucheng, after a dry break, coming with an open look. And I'll tell you what, he's got to have some confidence right now. But you don't want to be overly excited about your previous win against Stan. And you just got to get back to that baseline middle ground, not too high, not too low. And just focus on the fundamentals and get it done. Oh, man, this is unfortunate for him. He's tree-topped on the 8, and this is the ball that he really didn't want to be hampered on because he's got to move the cue ball a bit. It's not just an easy shot. He has to come 2 rails and out for that 5. It is pretty natural as far as the line goes. He doesn't really have to do a lot as far as English, maybe just a touch of outside, if anything, to come off 2 rails and out. But it's very easy to miscue this ball or misjudge the shot because you're shooting over the top of a ball and using a bridge. Okay, this is very difficult. Yeah. Gets fortunate, I think. Yes, he did get fortunate that 8 ball got right in the path. That was a very tough shot using the bridge. Shooting over a ball. Good attempt. And it looks like the side pocket is really right in the place where he wants to kick the cue ball. And ideally, if you're kicking the cue ball, you're really looking at kicking it. Well, he might be able to get away with, coming past the side pocket. But the reward on kicking this only comes if you can really hit that 4 pretty full and get the 4 out of there and leave the cue ball down there. So this is really tough to get safe on. Yeah, he's trying to move the 9. I don't blame him for that because the safety really wasn't likely to get safe. So you might as well take a shot at the cheese. He paid the price for it, but it's really all he had to work with. Nice cue ball. Makes this much easier to be nice and flat on this 8. Not having to move the cue ball too much. Oh, okay. Thought he was pretty flat on it, but guess he had a bit of an angle and decides to take it off the bottom rail and back up. That's the easy way to go. 1-0 Shucheng. He's off and running. And here we go. Let's check out some of the other action that's going on. We've got Steve Lingelbach and John Mora. Looks like that might be on break over there. Tied at 5-2. We've got Tony Chohan and Chris Reinhold going on table 11. That's a good matchup, guys. If you want to check that out, go to table 11. And then we've also got SVB and Rob Saez. 6-2, SVB on the hill and breaking. All right, back to the feature match. Nice hit from Shucheng. What's going to happen to it? He's going to set up a little bit of a combo shot. Pretty straightforward combo. Just got to watch the movement of the one. Try to control that one ball as best you can. Hopefully not move it too much and just roll the cue ball forward a bit. Play the one in the bottom or in the side. That works too. Yeah, I like slow rolling that ball. So Rob taking the reward for his early safety. Gets himself an open look and don't want to tie that up. He didn't, but he came real close to tying up those two, 6 and 7. That could have been a problem. Comes out okay. I really like the control that Rob puts into these shots, controlling that cue ball real well. 2 rails and out. Nice speed, good control. All right, Shucheng with the break, and this one's going to come up dry again. So 2 dry breaks already from Shucheng. He struggled with his breaks in the last match against Stan Taranjo. Had a real hard time having success on the break until it was hill, and then he broke and ran. So that's a good time to figure it out. But it's tough. It is tough to break consistently on tables that have a little bit of wear to them, and you got to rack with the triangle. And it's very tough to get some consistency out of that. And SVB advances against Rob Says. Rob goes down to the B side. Definitely will be a force to be reckoned with down there. All right, so Ben gets a little bit in trouble here now. And I'm not sure what he has here. He's looking at... Can he see? Yeah, he can see really the full ball here. He might be looking for a safe. He can't see the other side of it, though, to pocket it. So he might be looking to play safe. He is. Oh, and he got the fortunate double kiss on it. I don't think he gets good if that doesn't double kiss it. And Shucheng going to have to thin the left side of this 3 and could play the return safe. He's got to be real careful. It's a delicate shot. I think he wants the 3 to try to lock up to the back side of the 8, bringing the cue ball around the other side of the 4. Didn't quite get enough out of the cue ball. He could have hit that a little harder because the 8 ball would have held the 3 there. So giving up a window of opportunity to return the safety. If Shucheng just plays that a bit harder, the 3 doesn't really move much farther because the 8 holds it there, but the cue ball gets behind the 4. He wants the cue ball. He wanted the cue ball in this area, so he's really good and safe. A double. So he played the intentional double kiss to try to bring the cue ball straight back. There wasn't really much he could do other than that. And Shucheng, let's see if he decides to thin this again. This is a little more risky because the 3 ball doesn't have anything to stop it from moving out and leaking. So he's got to play this very delicately. Well played, really nicely done. Those are very delicate shots. This is really going to put the pressure now on Ben to get something done. He's looking at the short angle kick because that makes it more possible that he's going to end up with a safety behind the 8. I think he's going to play this at a slower speed. No, I was wrong. He did not play it at a slower speed. I thought there was a pretty good likelihood. Now, he got very fortunate that it ended up in trouble, but I thought there was a good possibility at a slow speed that he gets safe on that behind the 8 ball. But I understand the desire to go for it there. Because sometimes you go for the offense, and there's a certain percentage of those where you don't make the shot, but you do get lucky. And that's what we saw there. Sort of a backdoor benefit to going offensive. Shucheng with the kick. Uh-oh. Almost ends up in the drink. But does give up an opportunity for Ben. He's got to play really well here. He's going to play the 3 ball to this corner, and cue ball going to try to take it into this pattern here and this line for the 4. So that's what we're looking for on this shot. You got to avoid the 7, of course. Good try. So he didn't really try to go forward and use the 3-rail position. Got kind of down on it a little bit, trying to draw the cue ball off the side rail and back out. And not a bad strategy, but just didn't cut it enough. And Shucheng with an opportunity now to take the lead. All right, so Shucheng giving himself the 4-9 is really all he's left himself with. It's kind of a do-or-die combo here. No good. Is he going to get fortunate? He is. He gives the obligatory, sorry, I got lucky, man, wave. And looks like Ben's got his jump cue out, taking the end off to shorten it up. And this is a very short distance, little tiny hop over the edge of the 8-ball to cut the 4-ball into the pocket. So those are real touchy. If you hit it too full, the scratch is definitely there, which is what happened. Shucheng now with another opportunity in this rack. This might be his 3rd or 4th opportunity, which is fairly unusual at this level, but I'm sure he'll take it. I like how the spin just slowed down that cue ball off of the 2nd rail. It looked at the speed it had, it looked like it was heading down table for a more long distance 9-ball, but it really checked up. And Shucheng very intelligent about the spin that he puts on the ball to maximize his percentage of getting good shape. And let's see what we have here. Steve Lingelbach down against John Mora 6-3. Tony Chohan and Chris Reinhold are locked horns 4-4. Looks like that just changed though. Chris is up 5-4. Just as I said that, and we got nothing on table 1 yet. That'll be coming up. But some great action. Sorry, I think I just missed that break for you guys. Apologize about that. Dry break from Ben. All right, so the safety from Shucheng pays dividends, and he gets that coveted ball in hand, but he's going to have to do some work to get out of this rack. The 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, everything plays, but he's just got to be very diligent about how he goes about this rack, because there are a lot of things that could get out of hand, but he's been playing lights out so far in this tournament. And I got myself another co-commentator coming in here. Welcome, Molina Mike. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. So Shucheng Chao here, I don't know if you're familiar with this player. He just defeated Stan Taranjo in a hill match. He was down 6-1, came back and won 6 straight racks, closing it out with a break and run. This guy's just been on fire in this tournament.
How strong is that? 6-1 down, an alternate break, and
Yeah.
on the bar table?
Against Santoranjo.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's arguably one of the best bar box players in our area anyway. Shucheng just on fire.
Pretty good matchup here. I first were made aware of Ben just a couple weeks ago at Junior Nationals. He had a pretty strong performance out there, and really was just super steady. And I was glad to see him here because he ended up leaving that tournament a little early before the finals, even though he was still in it. And he went on to play in Des Moines at Big Dog. So not surprised to see him still playing here on the last day.
Oh, very good. I'm glad that you're familiar with Ben. I didn't have a whole lot of information about him other than looking at his Fargo and seeing he's from Ohio. We don't, see him in this area, so nice to have a little bit of background information. So he's a junior player, up and coming.
Yeah, I think he's like 21, 22, something like that. So I think he played the 22U out there at Junior Nationals.
All right.
But that was my first time just seeing him at all. I didn't even know he was coming here. The first night, he came and introduced himself, and I said, why does that name sound familiar? And then he said, yeah, I was out there at Junior Nationals, and that's whenever the light bulb went off. So, yeah, he plays super steady. But if Chao, did that stand, then, I'm not going to be surprised to see a dominating performance by him in this match.
Yeah, he's picking apart, surgically removing the balls on this rack. They weren't really tied up. They had to be played pretty specifically. It's just one of those racks where you just have to be in perfect position on each one, and they all played without having to break anything out. But, just an excellent job. Shucheng is really a master of the fundamentals. He has a very diligent practice routine, and he's been working hard. Every time I look at this guy's Fargo, it's higher. Every single time. In the last 2 years.
Yeah, nothing too flashy, it looks like, but just, takes whatever the table gives him and shoots straight, so that's a good recipe. Drifted in perfect position here on the 9-ball.
Yep.
Good run out. Started off with that safety on the 1 to open the rack after a dry break from Ben. 9-ball down, 3-1.
Yeah. Strong. Let's take a look at what's going on over on table 15, because you got Lingelbach and Mora going at it, and Mora on the hill. Lingelbach laying down a nice safety there. Let's take a look here. What else we have? We've got Tony Chohan and Chris Reinhold locked horns now at 5-5.
Oh, wow. Is that winner side as well?
That one, I believe that is winner side.
Man, just coming down the wire.
Yeah, so get back to the action here. And then what do we have on table 1? Nothing going on table 1 yet. We're kind of getting down to the cream that rises to the top, and so we don't have all of our tables in play. So a lot of the times the players are waiting for their opponent to finish their match before they can start another one. Most of the matches now from here on out will be on the live stream tables, so you probably got to be able to watch mostly all the action. Go to the YouTube Evo Sports streaming YouTube channel. We built a playlist specifically for the Don Weir Memorial. So if you go to that playlist, all of the matches from this tournament will be listed there, and anything live will be right at the top of that playlist, so super easy to find matches that you want to watch. All right, Shucheng gets a little love. Yeah, he got a little love, too, from that. Looked like the cue ball was tracking the scratch.
And at the very end, everything kind of opens up where the 1 leads naturally to the 3-ball. You have to play a little tight position on the 4, but, you'll take it even though it was the last ball down.
Yeah, it's a good point here. He wants to get nice and flat on this 3 so that he can hold for the 4, just a stop shot or a little draw on the 3 to get that position on the 4 on the side.
He's a little thin here. I wonder if he can hold the cue ball or if he's going to elect to come up and down. I know this table plays a little fast, so let's see how he chooses to get on this 3.
Ton of inside here.
Oh, yeah, he was able to get a nice full hit and use that second rail to hold the cue ball. Very well done by Chao.
Yeah. I was just saying earlier, he uses spin to, he does a great job with putting spin on the ball to get the right kind of angles off when it comes off that second rail.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, that's probably the most you've seen the cue ball move in his game, at least since I've been here. But it was all still very controlled as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good matchup. Two young, up-and-coming players. Shucheng, about 30 years old. From Shanghai. Been here about, I think, 7 or 8 years.
Key shot coming up here. You can tell he's really trying to figure out how he wants to hit this ball. Oh, he's taking a lot of time here.
Yeah, this is a touchy shot to come around the 3 rails, and he got good. I don't think he was intending to get to that side of the 6. Wanted to come around and make the other side of it. But great shot, man. He had to travel long distance with the cue.
Came out smelling like a rose.
Yeah, he really did. He's even got the nice little angle to, draw it back and be a little bit more comfortable on the 7.
He's going to pinch this back, it looks like, and play the 7 ball on the side is what he was lining up.
Yeah, he didn't get what he wanted out of that.
Cue ball's tracking towards the corner, so you got to be careful here. Maybe he'll use spin to try to go into the short rail and then hold an angle for the 8.
Yeah, I just don't like the cue ball on the rail here. It just
at all.
makes it
No.
way more difficult.
Yeah, agreed.
You have that scratch angle in play and cue on the rail. Everything just becomes more difficult.
Yeah, this is real tough. I mean, even the bank goes away from the 8 ball as well, so see what he wants to do, how he executes, more importantly. Oh, he just plays a conservative route. Great shot there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good pool intelligence from Shucheng. Recognized the situation.
Yeah, I think he knew he can get a good full hit on the 7 to hold the cue ball, which really just maximize the cover up there. And
yeah,
if Ben can't, come up with something fortunate, he's going to give up another rack here.
Yeah, this is a tough place to be because he's kicking and he's tree-topped, right? So.
Oh, look at this shot here. Wow, what a nice touch there from Ben. Just enough to put the ball in the hole, lined it up well, gets perfect on the 8 ball.
And he needed that too.
Oh, for sure.
You missed that shot, and it's 4-1.
And if you're Chao, you just got to tap your cue and just say, good shot. It's all you can do.
Yep. And that was all stemmed from that lack of being able to pull the cue ball back 3 inches like he wanted.
Yeah, initially when I saw the shot, I was thinking he's just going to hit a little bit of follow and come off one rail and then play the 7 ball on the bottom left like you're looking right now where he shot the 9. But when he started lining up the side, I said, okay, well, he can pull the cue ball off the rail. That was the whole key to the shot because coming up so flat like that, you're just in no man's land. Like nothing was going to be desirable there because of where the cue ball was tracking and just you can only hit the top part of it, So
right.
It was in kind of a funky spot there.
Let's take a quick peek here. 6-4 there, and
Steve making a comeback.
Oh, it's Hill, Tony Chohan, Chris Reinhold. Hill, guys. That's over there on table 11. Check it out. Downstairs. That's hard because I want to watch that.
Yeah, you do both. Cue ball. Ooh, it just stayed up. He's certainly not getting fortune off the break.
What are you playing here, Molina?
Man, it just depends on how much of the 1 ball I can hit because I want to be able to follow through and send the 1 ball to the other side and send the cue ball over there by the 3-9 is what I'd like to do. But I just feel like the angle is a little funny to be able to do that. So I'm curious to see how he chooses to attack here or if he chooses to attack. But I think that's like the simplest thing to do, and then just kind of, it's hard because you don't want to put too much pace on the cue ball, but you want to have enough pace where the one ball bounces off. See what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you want it to go back and forth, and he played it just absolutely perfect there.
Yeah.
And that was the key to the shot. And more importantly, it's just keeping the line on the cue ball where it's coming off of the one, so you can, keep all the variables, like, just in a good, nice space. And Ben executed it to perfection there.
And I like his pre-shot routine and the amount of preparation that he took on that shot. Took it, very intentionally, and he got the exact result that he wanted. Now, Shucheng, he's not going to, there's no jump shot there because he's 7 balls. And he missed the one on the kick. But he does kind of make the 6-5 look a little funny.
Yeah, that's exactly what Ben's looking at right now. That's the whole key to the rack. I mean, the combination is there, but it's super touchy. You're just going to have the cue ball moving because you got to cut the 5 really thin. So this is not going to be easy by any means. Now, I'm curious if because of that, he's going to elect to try to go for a 2-9 here. The 9 ball is close to the pocket. You can send the cue ball over in that direction. I don't think he's lining that up, but because of where the 5 ball is, that's the only reason why I would entertain it.
Yeah. Good call. I think you're right. I think.
Yeah. See, this is lining up more for. Well, no. I think it still lays good because now you can send the cue ball all the way down table. You just got to make sure that your line on the 2 ball is where you need it to be at. That's the whole key, right? So you want to pass the 7, bring the cue ball down, and you got to hold your line. You know what I mean? You just got to hold your line.
He's playing the carom on the 9 here.
Okay, well, he liked it, and it came out good, man.
Yeah.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, great shot from Rob to tie it, or from Ben to tie it up.
And just when you thought Chao, was gonna really take control of the match, this is bar table pool, right? He one good safety, Ben gets a little fortune, and now here we are 3-3, and Ben's gotten back on serve here.
Man, we see this shift happen. Almost every match has that point, that pivot point, where things just get tilted completely the opposite direction.
Well, I guess going back to his last match, I guess he'd won 9-1 from there. So,
right.
Did Chao, so he was bound to give up a couple.
Yeah.
He was due.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back to this. Where were we? Tony Chohan defeats Chris Reinhold 7-6.
T-Rex.
Hill battle. Yep.
Tony's got a real underrated bar table game, real underrated rotation game in general. He's more known to be a one-pocket player, but the thing is, Tony's a businessman first, so if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to him. And, for him, if you talk to Tony, he'll say, listen, I don't want to go fade champions for, and spend $4,000 in order to, make a couple of bucks, so... I get it.
Look, it's a business. It's an income.
It is, yeah. And they're their own brand, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't. I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
If that's your income and that's what you're trying to do.
For sure.
Now, if you got other income, or if you got you're okay financially and you just want to put yourself out there and be the best, try to be the best in the world, whatever. That's a whole different goal, right?
Yeah, that doesn't get him up in the morning. That's for sure.
No, if you're trying to scratch out a living, you do it. You do it how he's doing it. So. Look at this 1-9 bank to the other corner. I'm just automatically looking at this.
You're looking at a 2-railer here on the 9 balls. What you're saying? That's tough.
No, I mean...
I'd almost say it might play, if you can shorten it up, it might play off the 7.
Off the 7 in the side. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think you got enough gap there between the 1 and the 9 in order to really keep the angle tight.
Yeah.
I kind of like hitting the left side of the 1, bringing the cue ball over on the cushion, and then coming back. The 9 ball is going to come down, and the cue ball ought to go right to where the 9 is. It's a touchy little shot, but it comes up quite a bit in one pocket where you can learn how to just control everything. The problem is that where that cue ball is going, you got to hit a rail, so you got to, in order to really button them up here. So let's see how he elects. That's if he can even see the left side of the 1. It's hard to tell. Oh, I told you it was going towards that 7, man.
Ride the cheese.
Yeah, why not? And he got away with it too. Wow, okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I thought at first glance, that because of where the 7 ball was, that there was some potential there, but it didn't end up going down, and now we got a whole brand new rack here.
Yep, he's going to be kicking at this 1.
And it's all a race to the 1 because look at 2 balls hanging in the corner here.
I don't like any part of this because kicking at this is really hard to get safe because the 7's there to really kind of stop the 1. You have to hit that 1, this direction. Oh, he did it into the 7, but it's just hard to get safe, because you don't really have a good opportunity to get the 1 where you want it, which is all the way down table.
This is a game-winning shot here for Chao. It's all about playing the safe here, if he's playing the safe, that is. I know the bank is on, and you can play it a bit of a two-way, too. You just got to make sure to hit enough pace where it's going to bounce going back the other way if you miss it.
I'd like to see him go. Yeah,
you see what I mean? Just that pace to be able to stay. And he would have had a shot here, and I think he's good on the 1 where he didn't sell out. It laid really well.
Oh, yeah.
Just a nice containing shot where maybe you get a little fortunate, but you're trying to do a lot of things there.
It does play to this top right corner here. And the 2 ball's a hanger, so you don't really have to worry too much about position on the 2.
You just got to make sure and put this 1 ball down.
Yep.
And did he.
Now, getting from the 2 to the 3 is not a picnic because that 2 is so deep into the pocket.
Exactly. Yeah, good point for sure. You're going to have to navigate this here. But if you're Ben, get good on this 3 ball, you're off to the races here. And really it's just been, 2 shots from Chao, which none of them were bad, which not only got Ben back in the match, but now he's got the opportunity to take a lead here. Big shot right here. More importantly, because it's going to be Ben's break next.
Does he get on the other side of that 7? I don't know. It's real close. I think he does have it.
I think he's got it, but you're letting this cue ball go a little bit, so you got to make sure that you're judging the speed and your line on the cue ball here.
Are you going to try to hold this for the 4, or are you going to try to take the extra rail?
I'm a fish. I'm just letting it rip, and wherever I end up, right? But that's not how these guys play. They play with precision, so... he's going to need to get a little lucky here.
I think he does, actually.
You got to come with 1 more shot, though, if you're Ben.
Let's see. Yep. Cue on the rail. Difficult shot. As long as they get on a bar box.
And if you're Chao, you'll take it, right? This is the guy came with a big shot. You thought he's done. Good shot there from Ben.
Yeah.
Really holding his nerve there, as a European say, showing some bottle.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Ben. His fundamentals are really sound.
Yeah, and similar to Chao, Ben doesn't do a whole lot of flashy things either. That was one thing when I saw him at Junior Nationals where it was just like, man, this kid is just playing what the table gives him. He keeps it super simple. Like that shot right there is the most you're going to see out of him when it comes to moving the cue ball. Like he keeps it, he really minimizes it, but everything stays in a good range where he just maximizes his potential here. And now, out of nowhere, like I said, it really was 2 shots from Chao. The safety on the 7, and then the 2-way shot there on the 1 where, the match is turned, where Ben's now going to have the break and the lead from 3-1 up for Chao. Now he's going to find himself in a 4-3 hole.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I'm glad to see Ben Kleinfelter play. He's definitely got some skills.
I was trying to steal him in the Calcutta, man. I was trying.
I wonder what he went for, because nobody around here has really seen him.
So I think he ended up going.
A sleeper.
I think he went for maybe around like 160, something like that. So definitely good value.
Good value.
But it's it's bar table pool, and you're kind of weighing everything out there when it comes to other players. And me and my buddy, I don't know why my buddy Dennis was firing at him, and I wanted to steal him for like $40 or something, And so when he started, and I think he had somebody that he was here with that ended up getting him. But yeah, I can see he's picking up right where he left off a few weeks ago.
That's kind of a good advantage that you have being in the position that you're in with windows open and all the travel that you do. You get to see a lot of the talent out there. So when you come out and you get a Calcutta going, we don't know. We never seen Ben, but you get the inside info. You can steal somebody.
I like it for sure. Don't get me wrong, and I've used it to my benefit to gamble a little bit on pool matches, or you'll get a line on a guy where, you know, maybe he needs a couple of games, maybe he doesn't. But by the namesake, right, like a name that someone knows versus the name they don't know, you can get decent value when it comes to these guys, and especially on the bar table because, you know, listen, I know you got Fargos up there and things like that, but guys in that range, you know, the medium player is going to play a lot closer to an upset, quote-unquote upset, you know what I mean, on the bigger names on the bar table versus a 9-foot. So, like, when it comes to gambling, if you can get, you know, a couple games with these guys that are like 650 type ranges, man, you're going to take it because they have so much upside because it is the bar table.
Look at this shot. He banked the 1 to get that specific shape on the 2 because the 2 really only plays the bottom left corner. And
oh, man, if this is the shot you're going for, I don't know.
He played for this position. He intentionally banked that and held the cue ball right there to play that 2 because making that 2 leads him to a pretty decent look at the 3.
This is a gutsy shot here, and you got to be careful with the scratch if you're going to draw this ball. He keeps it real simple there, floats the ball in there, and it goes down. What a nice shot there from Ben.
You are right about him keeping it simple.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, good call.
You're not out of the woods yet, though. You still got to make sure and get good on this 4. That's what he's looking at here.
Yeah, when I saw him on the digital pool bracket, it said 512 Fargo. I'm like, what? No,
that wasn't right.
No one 512.
Yeah. I think they had it wrong at the beginning.
Yeah,
I saw that too on his first match.
Digital pool doesn't really.
Okay, look out here. I don't know that he got there.
No, he did not. He did not. So he's going to have to kick at this.
Look, we've seen him have a really controlled kick that got him back in this match, right? So, like, this is the type of stuff that separates you from, because all these guys can run out, right? You give them an open table, they're going to run out. It's these little subtle shots where you're kicking with purpose here, right? You want to do exactly what you said there, and look at this. Look how he's going to come out here, just like you called it. What a nice shot from Ben, and that's going to be something that's going to serve him well in the long run if he continues to play big events, because those are the types of kicks that can win you matches, right?
Absolutely. Watch this from Shucheng now. He is really good with the jump cue. And, I mean, I don't want to come to curse him or anything, but this kid...
I think you might have already, but it's all right.
This is a tough jump because he's got to get a full ball, and he's on outside on the table, right?
You got to get it airborne pretty quick.
Right. But I favor him to, get a good hit on this and possibly make this ball. But the problem is you got to, make the ball and get shape of 5, right?
And now you're doing it where you're kind of scrambling a little bit. You don't have that cushion anymore. The guy's coming for you.
He jumped over the top of the 4. Just barely missed the 4, landing on the other side of it. So, yeah. Tough, man. But hey, that's credit to Ben with that killer safety.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kick safe like he played perfect speed.
And you'll hear guys say, you can't play safe on the bar table, because everything's super offensive or whatever. But it's these little things where you're just containing, right? The guy makes a shot, he makes a shot. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
But you just try to, play in these regions where, you can hopefully get a better look than what you had before. And Ben came up a little short from that 3 to the 4, but man, did he lay down that good one there on that kick.
Yep, that kick shot possibly could have won him the rack, and it's looking like it most likely has. Similar
shot to what Chao had that got him into this mess, if you can call it that, where you're playing the ball all the way down. You don't want to end up with the cue ball on the rail. So Ben's going to make sure when he draws his back, he's going to be able to really get this 8 ball down, and he does it beautifully there. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, his fundamentals are really sound.
Yeah, just stay in the course, staying steady. From now he's snapped off, 4 games in a row here off of Chao.
Yep.
The worst mistake the guy made was just missing a jump, and all that time.
Yep.
So you just got to chalk it up to the guys just hitting the ball really well.
Yep.
And Ben.
And from here on out, Shucheng has got to nail down that break.
I think he's had a little better fortune of the break, in my opinion anyway. It's I think he's had more success on the break than Ben has. But, this is where it's shifting because you got to come out with a win, and this is B-side, so you lose here, it's a wrap.
Yeah, so taking a quick break, I think Let's see what else we got going here. Steve Lingelbach, Lutganif, about to get started. We got Ron Plaja commentating that match, just getting started. 0-0 score. And then I think we got something on table 1. Who do we have here? Corey Duell and Jason Froling. Corey down 0-1.
Where are all these guys commentating at?
From home. So
okay, nice.
For this one, Kenny Brown is in Vancouver, BC area.
Nice. Okay.
This one, Ron Plaja, he's at Olympia, Washington.
Y'all cast a wide net around here, huh?
Yeah, so that's kind of the advantage of the the Evo Sports system is it's completely automated, and it allows for us to bring in remote commentators with just a simple link. They don't have to install any complicated software or learn how to use anything. They just click the link and open their laptop, and off they go. They could be a professional commentator.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. And it's awesome that we have, such a great pool community that these guys want to volunteer and they want to step up and say, because I can't commentate 4 matches. There's no way, right?
No, so if you can, let me know how you're doing it.
Right. I mean, I can stream 4 matches, but people want to hear somebody talking about what's going on and giving it some character,
look,
right?
I love pool, man. I really do, but I go all over the place, watch a lot of different environments and a lot of different games and a lot of different players, but pool by itself, like you just put a camera over a table, it can be a little boring, especially when guys are they don't miss very much. So, it's all about what you create outside of that, from the quality of the cameras to the angles to of course, the matches, the players got to have personality, things like that.
Yep.
But it's just how you package it all together.
Yeah, agreed. And the players out here, they have a lot of passion for the sport, and they want to be part of it. So I feel like it's a communal thing, right? It's a tribalism thing, where you want to be part of it. And I thank all of these guys for volunteering to step up and work from home.
Absolutely.
And provide so much more entertainment value for everybody out there watching. So. Okay.
Well, this is a little touchy now. I know you got a pretty good look on the 1, but you got to swing this cue ball around. He wanted to keep it simple but the 2 ball doesn't play in the upper left. So what are you going to do? Oh, wow. He followed it through beautifully. Wow, look at that. What a nice shot there from Ben to start off with. But you're not out of the woods yet.
Right. Are you looking for a 3-9 here? That's the question. Are you considering a drawback for the 3-9 combo?
I mean, maybe just given where everything lays. It ain't the worst shot in the world. I guess it depends on how you come up on this 3 ball. He's taking it on, though.
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's because if you drop...
And you're plumb.
He's got... Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have landed any better. Maybe a little off the rail more, but hey, I mean, this is...
You'll take it, though. I guarantee you. I'll take that versus being glued on the rail.
Yep. Now, he's going to hit this with some pace because you don't want to leave it hanging if it doesn't go.
This is for a chance to get on the hill here.
Yeah.
And you're going to be breaking the balls. This is a huge 9 ball here. And he just gins it. What a nice shot from Ben Kleinfelter.
Shucheng in a huge hole here. He is...
Out of nowhere, man. I mean, just one. Like I said, he's missed 1 jump shot. Played two pretty decent shots before then, and now the guy's on you 5 games in a row now?
Yeah, but I was just saying, the Shucheng has got to get good breaks from here on out. He has a dry break, and that cost him the game.
But to Ben's credit, I mean, listen, that was no walk in the park there.
No,
you had to dissect that rack a little bit, and I know it was really just 2 or 3 shots, but
he played that 3-9 combo from the beginning.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Force followed the ball through, got good on the 2 ball just to pinch it back, and what a nice out there from Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Ben looking like he's playing 750 speed.
Look, sometime. Well, here's the thing, and this is what I've always said when it comes to these young players. It's like he may be a 665, right? But how many of those games were whenever he was starting off with? Where I don't know how many games he got in Fargo, but like we had the same thing with Savannah Easton one time. We brought her over to Hard Times in Sacramento, and I wanted to do a Fargo match with her and Shane. And so I think at the time she was like a hair below 600. Now she's above 600 now, but I think she was like around 590. So I hit up Mike from Fargo, Mike Page, and I said, give me this girl's stats from the last 6 months. Because I know the last 6 months are different than what her Fargo is right now. Because if I'm going to give her a hot race with Shane, SVB, I want to see where she's at. And really she was clipping at a 630. But her Fargo was at, 590. But for the last 6 months, if you just took that, it was a different story. And I'm curious to see, if Ben's speed is higher because the fact that maybe he has so many more games when he was a younger player, things like that. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, a lot of your rating might be from when you're younger, and when you're developing really fast. It takes a little while for
sure.
the Fargo rate to catch up to that. So dry break from Ben. Now Shucheng has the opportunity to get something going here. But to talk back about Savannah Easton, man, what a tournament that she had in Vegas at Griff's, that $1,000 entry tournament. What did she cash, $30K in that, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
man.
She's got a good team there, and Brandon and the crew from Griff's, they're one of her sponsors. And I remember when we were over there doing those U.S. Open events back at the beginning of the year. I was learning more, and obviously the Eastons are from Vegas, but Brandon was like, look, any event that we have here, we're buying her in.
Yeah.
So that's a part of the deal that she's got with them as one of her sponsors. So it's pretty strong to, get into $1,000 buy-in tournament and to go and snap it off.
A 650 and under when you're 600.
Yeah.
Oh, Shucheng
needs.
Yeah, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna like if he gets back to the table. I don't
know that I'm taking this on.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's I'm going to look at the options, but you have the option to roll to get the cue ball to the back of the 6, possibly.
Yeah, he's looking all safe here.
Yeah, moving the 1 up table, cue ball glued to the back side of the 6. You like that?
Oh, absolutely. I love that. Yeah, and look, we saw how quickly and out of nowhere that things can kind of shift. So you don't want to take anything for granted here.
The problem with this is you have to be very specific. If you bump that 6, okay, now
look at that.
Playing it that way, yeah, end up selling out anyway. But
no, it's still good though. You get the cue ball on the rail.
Yeah.
I think maybe you got a rail first. I don't know if you can see the whole ball here.
I think he can, but
even then, getting on the 2.
If he doesn't go rail first, he's not on the 2.
Yeah,
right? There's no way.
He's looking at a rail first here. That's what he's lining up.
He has to. It's the only way to get on the 2.
And then you got to be careful after that because you don't want to, scratch off the 1 either in the other corner. So you just got to be careful here.
Looking at that line, yeah, because then that's going to take that cue ball, down this way, probably into the 4 is what he's hoping to do. Use the 4 to stop the cue ball, and then play the somehow 2 off the 8 or something. I don't know. This is going to be kind of sketchy.
You got to have good touch here. Nice. You're gonna take it. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna have to win scrappy from here if you're Chao.
Is he taking on the bank on the 2, or are you gonna play it safe?
Man. I don't know. You know what? It's the bank lays good. The problem is you got to get back on the 3 ball after that. So and then you're queuing over the 9. I think I might just. I know the dude's dangerous. I want to just make sure and keep him off the ball. That's it. Just keep him off of the 2 ball here. Do kind of what he did to you. Bring him on the short rail. Widen out the 2 ball here.
He's going to bring that cue ball back to the 9.
Oh, that's touchy. Wow, what a nice shot there.
Yeah, using the 9 to get to the shape. That was beautiful.
That's a gutsy shot there.
And keeping him that close to the 5 takes away the jump shot.
Yes, of course. But you know what? Ben's been kicking the ball pretty good this match. That's what got him back in this match.
You're right. He has.
And you got a big pocket here.
The 2 plays
because of the 8.
Yeah, 2 plays off the 8. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, it does. The 8's right dead center, so 2 definitely plays off the 8. Let's see how he gets this.
Well, how's he going to end up? Okay, opportunity.
Big opportunity for Shucheng. He's got to get it done here.
That 7 ball's ugly, though.
Opponent on the hill. Looks like Corey Deuel and Jason Furling tied up 1-1 over there. We are in the money rounds now, guys.
Okay, good start. Now we expect them to get through these next 3-4 balls here, but it's all about the 7 ball in this rack. You cannot afford any more mistakes. Your guys on the hill. This is your last barrel in the tournament.
Yeah, and again, Chao in his previous match was down 6-1 against San Gerardo.
Good point. Yeah.
So
I wonder if you can get a good angle on this 5-ball to draw into the 8-7. But that seems real risky with the side pocket right there.
Yeah, I think he just plays top, comes straight back up.
Okay. Well,
pretty straight on this ball. Might want to try to draw back to where it is right now.
just go back and forth. Like go across the table, maybe cut in the 6 and then run into those balls there maybe.
Isn't he pretty straight on this 5? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like kind of leave a good
angle.
angle where you can come make the 6 and then go into the 8-7 maybe. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I don't know about this one here.
Yeah, this is going to take his cue ball. Well, actually.
Unless you're just going to stop the ball and play the bank. Or you play the carom.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. From this position here, does that 7 play by the 8?
You got to pull it back. You can't hold it there. You got to pull the cue ball back. But I think if you can get low enough, like right where he's at right now, I think you can play the carom pretty good.
Yeah, the carom is much easier. I don't think that bank is a good idea. That looks like the 8 ball's blocking part of that pocket.
Well, either way, you're committed at this point. All right, big shot here from Chao.
Yeah. He's had big moment after big moment all day yesterday and all day today so far this morning.
In a blink of an eye, he was up 3-1, and now he's down 6-3.
Been on a 5-0 run.
He's looking at the side pocket. That cue ball's going to be going away from the 7-ball there, and I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I really don't.
I'd
like
rather
the
settle
side
for the
pocket.
bank. I'd rather settle for that, but
I don't see what's wrong with the draw shot and playing. Yeah, God, that 7 is really ugly, isn't it? Because, I mean, at best, he's going to be where he is now on the 7.
look, if I can bring that cue ball back down where I'm at right now, I'm taking it.
You like that?
I'll take that position.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, he's very capable of pulling that, of doing that. It looks very straight on the 6.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: you don't want to give too much weight to the 6-ball, where you get too many things going on in your head. You forget to put the ball down.
Yeah, I'm looking out the window over here on the, and that 7 does play clean to the side pocket. I'm pretty sure.
And that's what they're saying in the chat too. So if you can, then they're just going to draw it back. Oh, and this is what I mean. Is he going to get a roll? Oh, I thought he
almost got the fluke to the side.
But see, this is what I was talking about though, where you think that this 6-ball is a foregone conclusion, right? But because you're giving so much weight on the 7-ball and thinking about how am I going to get here and where am I going to get there, then you forget to do the first thing that is even going to give you an opportunity, which is put the 6-ball down.
Sure, yeah. If the next shot was natural, that's a hanger for him.
For sure, yeah.
But he didn't leave anything easy
No,
either.
this is ugly. You got the cue ball on the rail. You got a thin cut down the rail. Even if you make it, you got to fade the scratch in the side. Okay, he hit it with a little bit of inside to fade the scratch.
And he's going to get a fortunate kind of roll here. Shucheng going to have to really work for this one.
Boy, I'll tell you what. You'll take it, though. This is what I mean. You got to win. You got to win scrappy from here. You got to claw and fight and
honestly, Shucheng I think is a favorite to make this shot right here. It's just a matter of getting the cue ball around the table.
Well, the cue ball's a whole shot, right? I mean, he get in shape. Same problem as he's had.
Yeah. So yeah, he's looking at the cut because I like cue ball, trying to bring it around that way, but you got to go a long ways, man.
I like your route. Let it rip.
Yeah. There's not much else there. You have to put some.
Taking his time again. Okay.
Oh, 9-ball gets in the way.
Oh, and he's going to... oof.
All right.
That was the problem, right? That was one of the problems whenever you were drawing on the screen there, you knew you were going close to that 9-ball.
Yep. I was trying to draw my line around the 9. I was like, oh, yeah, it's probably not going to... I was thinking about it. As I'm drawing it out, I'm like, yeah, that is a problem. Maybe this bank is available, but you know, I think he's looking at kicking, honestly.
Yeah, that's what he's lining up, looking to play the 7-ball here. I mean, you're putting your whole tournament here on this one shot.
Right, sellout city if he misses.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for taking the time on this one. 7 goes, what? 2 rails in the corner, Greg says. Triple G. Only goes 2 rails in the corner. Like a Z-bank. And is that what he's playing, I wonder? I don't know. I think you could hit this off with some spin. I think you could throw that 7 over to that bottom left corner, but Greg says 2 rails to the other
Cue
corner.
ball.
Oh, man. Cue ball. Disaster. Shucheng, Chao. Whew, man. What's up, Marcello? How you doing, my friend?
Well, that's going to be the end of Chao's run here at the Don Weir after these next 3 balls are deposited by Ben Kleinfelter.
Be nice to my action. What does that mean?
Marcello got me yesterday.
Oh,
I got him in Sacramento. You know, listen, I don't want to be, I'm not the excuse kind of guy, but I hadn't eaten all day. My game wasn't that great. I was peeling off a little bit to Marcello, but it was fun. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Me and him match up pretty good in one pocket.
Yeah.
We're similar speed. And there it goes. So congratulations to Ben Kleinfelter. Moves to the next round and getting deep in this tournament now. Shucheng, Chao, great job, man. You defeated Stan Taranjo and a lot of great players in this tournament, so you should be proud of your performance this weekend.